Welcome everyone to our April 2025 product update. I am Joe Pierce, the head of product here at RecordPoint, and I'm quite excited to tell everyone about all the hard work that's been going on around here. So a couple topics that we'll cover today. We continue to advance our AI governance strategy. We have a bunch of security upgrades, especially for those folks that are interested in our enterprise features. We have some platform enhancements coming out to make it easier to manage file plans and to get the data out of our system. We continue to make it easier to find the files and records that you have within our system. And then we can look a little bit into the future. So before we get started, we have our same great team of product managers, but we have actually expanded to add another product marketing manager. Alex McManus has joined us down in our Australian office. So we'd like to welcome her. This will help us to continue to get the message out about how you can use RecordPoint to fulfill your internal business needs and to keep you up to date on all the product enhancements that we are pushing out. Just a little bit of housekeeping. We have some time set aside at the end of the webinar for questions. Please do start putting them into the Q&A box now. We will get to them at the very end. Let's dive right into things. So first up, I'm going to continue to tell everyone a little bit about our vision for AI and how we can help enable AI within your ecosystem. So the big problems that we continue to see is that the governance and security and privacy issues that we're all trying to track and manage are blocking our deployments of Copilot or internal use of AI in Google Vertex or AWS AI studios. And RecordPoint is here to help. So we effectively allow you to take your well-governed data estate and create what we're calling governed agents. So you're able to securely deploy Copilot without Copilot having access to any of your sensitive, confidential, or private information, unless you really wanted to. You're able to do the same for ChatGPT or any of your internal systems. So you've got a big data set. We're able to go through, figure out all the sensitive data inside your data set. You're then able to create data segments that you send out to your AIs with all of your security and your privacy and your governance rules on top of it. And then you're able to, on a per user basis, expose that data at whatever security level each end user uses. So really excited about how we continue to advance our AI governance structure. We are happy to announce that we now have ChatGPT integration. This goes along with our first class Copilot integration, as well as our ability to export AI-ready data sets to internal AI studios and our internal AI assistant that is available if you would like to use LLM within the RecordPoint environment. And then one last note, we've been talking about this now for at least 2 product updates, and just wanted to explain how this works at a high level. So we take all of your data across, whether it's OneDrive or Salesforce or Workday, pull in all of your files. It could be all of your Teams chats. It could be all of your meeting notes, whatever you'd like to put under governance. We then classify them and put them under data lifecycle management to ensure all these standard information governance policies and practices are followed across that data set. And then the magic of AI governance is we take that data set, allow you to cut out a segment that you want to expose to, say, Copilot for an HR agent, or maybe it's a architecture agent, or maybe it's an engineering agent for your various different departments. You can ensure that your sensitive data, like your, for example, internal employee IDs are not exposed out to this, or any customer PII is not exposed out to these AIs. And then you can expose it within, say, Copilot or Google Vertex. And within Copilot, for example, what I can see on, say, an HR bot isn't the same as my boss or my staff can see. And so we're actually able to apply per user security rules against those segmented, well-governed data sets. So we'd love to work with you to roll out AI within your ecosystems, and look forward to questions that you have on this topic, because it really is cutting edge and a lot of chatters going on in the industry right now. So with that said, I will turn it over to Dan, who is going to discuss some of the big security upgrades that we've been making to the product.
Thanks, Joe. Hi, everyone. I'm Daniel. I'm one of the product managers here at RecordPoint, and I'm really excited to share some of our security upgrades, but also the platform enhancements. Without further ado, I'll jump straight into the ABAC feature. So, for a brief recap, ABAC provides a sophisticated framework for managing access by evaluating user attributes, resource types, and contextual factors. This allows organizations to implement flexible and dynamic permissions tailored for those specific scenarios, ensuring that data access aligns with the unique needs of each user and situation. With ABAC, organizations can achieve really granular controls over data access, enhancing security and compliance as you look to expand your user base, add more people to the platform, and really just scale across your organization. By implementing ABAC, RecordPoint not only addresses those critical security and compliance needs, but also positions itself to meet the growing demand for flexible access controls in an evolving digital landscape. Now, really excited to share some significant updates to our ABAC feature that will help you manage users and data permissions more effectively. In the past, our ABAC feature had some limitations. For example, users could only be added individually rather than leveraging that group-based management through platforms like Entra ID or Ping1. Additionally, admins and records managers couldn't update or manage ABAC profiles that other people had created, which did create some bottlenecks when managing multiple profiles. But today we're really excited for rolling out some powerful enhancements that address these issues. First, you can now add users via Entra or Ping1 groups, making user management more scalable and efficient. Secondly, records managers and admins now have the ability to update and manage ABAC data for other users, improving that flexibility and collaboration across your team. And finally, we've removed the previous limit of 100 profiles per tenant, and our platform now supports up to 1,000 profiles, allowing you to scale effortlessly across your organization. These enhancements will help streamline the way you manage access controls, improve collaboration across your team, and support your growing needs. This is actually already available on your tenant, so feel free to check it out. And if you do have questions, feel free to reach out to me. Second improvement, the disposal initiator notifications. So previously, the process of tracking the approval or rejection of records was a bit opaque for the initiators. Now, with our latest feature, whenever records are sent for approval, the initiator will receive real-time notifications via an email based on the approval or rejection outcome. This ensures that users are always kept in the loop and can take immediate action if necessary. So this feature is designed to improve accountability, reduce delays, and enhance the overall efficiency of your disposal workflows. Whether you're managing a small batch or large-scale records, you'll be notified instantly, enabling you to stay on top of approvals and keep your data governance processes smooth. Now, final update from me on the security upgrades. I'm really excited to share more about our SIEM integration. So this allows you to increase your security controls by sending all audit events that occur in the RecordPoint platform to a SIEM system of your choice, whether that's Splunk, Sentinel, or others. You can now use the RecordPoint audit events to set up automated alerts and controls. So if you find someone accessing documents they're not supposed to, or entering a system they're really not supposed to, you can then create alerts and proactively monitor and manage that situation. There are types of audit events that include creating connectors, modifying classifications, and destroying records, all very sensitive and really actions that need to be monitored. We are open to customers that are interested in joining our beta program, so if you are free, please reach out to myself or reach out in the chat so that someone from my team can chat with you guys. Awesome. We'll now share some platform enhancements that are ready to be that are actually ready available on your tenant. So the first one is updates to the file plan. We first started with last webinar completing foundational work by creating a new editable field, the disposal class number. This allowed you to make updates for the category version string. Now, this improvement ensured that when a category did change or iterated, there's no need to modify rules, reclassify records, or just retrain CI. Now we've completed the file plan import and export functionality so that you can update file plans in a self-serve manner. There's now a simpler and more intuitive method to update file plans within the UI, and there's always a way to map this with popular record retention tools like your Iron Mountain, Virgos, and Files Keepers. Don't have to worry about a script, don't have to worry about getting approval. The way we do this is by providing a template CSV of the file plan that you have, or a blank one as well. And once you input or try to upload it, we provide a set of checks on, does it have the right columns? We check if there are missing categories that are currently in use, or checking that all entries are correctly formatted for import. And with this, that means, again, like I mentioned, you no longer need a script, you no longer need to get approval from IT. You can just self-serve the changes and have it uploaded and reflected on the RecordPoint platform. Last update from me, binary exports. So really excited to share a major update to our export functionality that will really enhance the way that you manage your data. Previously, our export feature was limited to just metadata exports. It provided key information about your records, but not the actual content itself. Now, while metadata is crucial for understanding your data, there are times when you need the full record to be exported as well, whether it's for compliance, archiving, or even just other operational needs. With our latest enhancements, we're introducing binary exports. So this now means you can export not just the metadata, but the actual content itself. Whether you're dealing with documents, images, or other file types, you'll have full access to the entire record, not just the associated metadata. Obviously, security controls are in place so that not just anyone can export data. You can use this in conjunction with the new ABAC feature I mentioned, and the RBAC roles-based access control, or that security permissions we already have in place to allow more granular control of who can see what type of content, but also what they can do with that content. E.g., maybe they're only allowed to see a certain subset and only export that certain subset instead of the entire corpus of records. This addition allows for much greater flexibility and ensures you're fully equipped to handle data exports in a way that best supports your organization's needs. Just to mention, binary exports, file plan import and export, and ABAC are all readily available in your tenant today. So if you have questions, again, please feel free to reach out. And without further ado, I'll pass on to Katie to discuss enterprise search. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. I'm Katie, a product manager here at RecordPoint, and today I'd like to remind you of our new enterprise search offering. Enterprise search at RecordPoint allows you to search across the content of all of your data sources. This can be used for freedom of information, data subject access rights requests, or e-discovery, but the potential uses are limitless. The benefit of using enterprise search with RecordPoint is that you can use the tool that you already own and that you have already integrated with. That means whatever data sources you've connected to RecordPoint, whether that be SharePoint, Teams, Slack, Exchange, etc., plus any of the communications channels you see on this slide, you can search across the content in a single interface. Speaking of the interface, another benefit of enterprise search with RecordPoint is that searching across the content appears in the platform that you are already familiar with and that you already use. Searching across the content with enterprise search can also be combined with our metadata search, which you may also be familiar with, which means you can focus in on relevant information with laser precision. Enterprise search is also integrated with secure access controls and binary exports in order to support your DSAR, FOI, or e-discovery flow from end to end. Last webinar, we went into a lot more detail about enterprise search, including covering a case study. So please do send us an email if you'd like to review that recording. Alternatively, you can set up a time with your account manager to walk through the enterprise search offering and what it could mean for your organization. I will now hand back to Joe.
Thank you very much, Dan and Katie, for going over those great enhancements that we have pushed out to the RecordPoint platform. Just a quick recap, we've talked about the future of AI and how to actually unblock your rollout of AI and start capturing those either cost savings or revenue generation opportunities in your business. We've got a lot of security upgrades rolling out with our platform, as well as some enhancements that are going out. We do often get questions around these upgrades, are these included with our packages? Security and platform enhancements, those are rolling out to everyone. If you have not had those activated in your environment already, just reach out to your customer success manager and they'll make sure that that gets pushed out. Enterprise search and AI governance are additional features that you can choose to subscribe to. So please reach out again to your customer success manager and they can talk to you about how you can onboard to those systems. Let's keep looking towards the future. Please keep submitting ideas through user voice. We do read those. We do incorporate them into our roadmaps. So keep sending us your ideas on how you would like to see the platform enhanced. And then finally, if you want to find out more about what's going on in the data governance, information governance, AI governance, and general security and privacy industries, do recommend that you subscribe to our filed podcast and our filed newsletter. We just had a great guest on, Paul Sontag, who knows more about privacy than I think anyone else I have ever met. And just a little sneak peek, there's a special guest coming up in the next episode of the Filed Podcast who may or may not be me. So we can talk a little bit about the very sexy topic of unstructured data. With that, thank everyone for attending, and let's jump into the questions.